Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
It's Thursday, so that means it's What's on Tap podcast time.
What's on Pod Tapcast?
Exactly, that's my favorite pod tap of all time.
This is the best pod tap of all tapcasts.
I know, I love it when I ruin a snazzy intro. I'm like so excited about it, and then my tongue just does not cooperate. And
You imagine that your other intros are snazzy. They're all
Some are
like this.
snazzier than others, I'll give you that.
But welcome to another episode of What's on Tap podcast.
Very exciting time for...
Once again, we are not out and about asking, hey, what's on tap? We are opening Stefan's fridge and asking,
What's
hey,
in the fridge?
what's available?
Exactly.
No, that's not it. You
Kind of. I would say this episode is kind of a what's available episode because normally we like to do a little theme or we kind of like to match beers in a certain way, but this really is just kind of like, here are two beers that we will not review, and there's no rhyme or reason to them.
Yeah, but the real rhyme and reason, I think we can admit, is that you went to Systembolaget and realized that I had never checked these two in.
That would be the defining factor here. Yeah,
A small homage to trying to find new stuff.
Exactly.
So are we starting with this one?
Let's start with this one. So
Yeah.
you can introduce this one.
It's from a brewery we've reviewed before, Wapno, outside of Halmstad in Sweden, called Wapno Lya Belgian Blonde, or Belgian Blonde. It is, I'm guessing it's a Belgian Blonde. Where's the ABV? There we go, 6.0%.
Nice. All right. We don't do a lot of Belgian blondes, and we don't see a lot of Swedish Belgian blondes on the market, so this is kind of fun. I like Wapno. I've enjoyed many of their beers in the past.
Yeah.
They're not always killing it, but they're usually better than average, I would say.
They have like a double IPA called Alna, or something like that we've tried several times.
Yeah, it is quite nice.
And one time we tried it, and we didn't give it that high a rating. Our Halmstad friends wrote on our check-ins, "What's the batch version? What's the batch number?" We didn't know. We looked underneath, 65. Oh, that's the bad one. You should need to get a new one. Okay.
Didn't know we needed to quantify these things.
I didn't know someone kept a spreadsheet of all the batches.
But the nose is very Belgian-y.
Yeah,
It's got with the yeasty notes, the esters we would kind of expect.
If I were to blind smell it, I don't think I would have gotten nationality right. I think I would have guessed Belgian.
We need to do another game of beer soon.
Oof.
Yeah. We haven't done that in a while. All right.
Let's try it. Cheers.
So, the one thing that is kind of off is that the carbonation on this wasn't really heavy when we poured it. So it didn't become super foamy, which kind of threw me off a little bit.
It's quite sweet. Mm-hmm. It has a yeast backbone.
Yeah.
That makes it, but it is sweeter than I would have expected.
Yeah. But I get kind of like a honey, citrus fruit kind of finishing flavors on here.
Yeah. But it basically didn't foam at all.
No.
It
is missing that hypercarbonation that you get from Belgian beers.
It's a little bit peppery.
Yeah.
Tiny hints of dried fruit.
I think the fact that it doesn't have the carbonation right makes it feel kind of flat. Mm-hmm. A little lifeless, where there should be a lot of energy and a lot of foaminess in the mouth and really just rich carbonation. This is just kind of, it's good, but it's missing that little extra punch.
Yeah. Other beer styles can get away with this low level of carbonation.
Yeah.
But I think a Belgian blonde can't.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. But I like the flavor. I like the smell. It's got a lot going for it.
Slight perfuminess, but I guess that comes from the esters of Belgian yeast.
You kind of want that. What you say? Was it 7?
6%.
Yeah, I mean overall, I think they've done a really good job. This probably isn't a style that they do very often. And it's definitely not on their wheelhouse. So I'm going to give it a 3.5.
For me, it's a 3.
All right.
But I do like I like brewers who at least try to go through a large number of styles.
Yeah, that's fun.
Some brewers really pigeonhole themselves and only make 1 or 2 styles, basically.
Pilsners or IPAs.
Yeah, or
a lot of breweries like that.
Exactly. And then never, when they go outside, it's like a double IPA. Ooh, so exotic. But trying to go through, because we've had a smoked beer from them.
Yeah.
Trying to go through some classic styles, classic European heritage.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But this one stays on a 3.
Yeah. It's got harder than it looks, I think. I think it's a much harder style than people anticipate. To really get all of the factors in that you need to really make something like that shine. All right, so next up we have something from Funky Fluid. This is the 0. See what else is it right here too? 0.5% non-alcoholic free gelato ice cream sour Szarlotka, which is based on a popular Polish dessert.
Everyone knows this.
Well, I mean,
everyone knows that Szarlotka is an apple pie dessert from Poland.
Oh, sure. Apples
and
cinnamons.
What's Coca-Cola? It's an American drink. Szarlotka.
Okay, well...
I'm messing with you.
Right.
I had no idea what Szarlotka was before
I'm
today.
not really up on the Polish desserts. So what's interesting here is someone's taken like a marker and they blotted out the symbol that's in front of the 0.5.
Yes.
So there's no telling what that is. But it's definitely done after the can was printed.
Yes. So it's in 2 places that's a black mark has been put on this can.
Damn.
And I'm trying to get it off with my nail, but I can't.
Use your little spit. Try a little spit.
I did.
Did you spit on it? Did it still get it off? Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's a less than sign.
Uh-oh. Keep rubbing it.
It usually said less than 0.5. I don't think that's legal in Sweden.
Wow, you have magic hands. I've never seen anyone work it so hard.
Behold, less than 0.5%. They had to change that for the Swedish market.
Probably.
The beer itself looks like some kind of morning juice.
But it smells like jammy apple cinnamon pie.
It smells
amazing. I have to admit, this smells incredible. Probably one of the better smelling beers I've had in quite some time.
That's right.
But it smells straight up like apple pie with some hints of vanilla in it. Oh. That's really good.
Yeah, but it's a fruit juice with cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it says it's supposed to be.
This would have been amazing.
You look disappointed.
This would have been amazing in the region of 7 to 10% ABV. Now it's just.
It's just what?
Are we going to rate a Coca-Cola next? I mean,
I get what you're saying, right? Because you're like, well, I mean, basically you can make anything and call it non-alcoholic.
Yeah, Fanta is a non-alcoholic orange beer.
Fine. If you're going to be like that about it, then they shouldn't just bother. They should never make non-alcoholic beers again. They should just not exist.
Well, you said it. I didn't. No, it is kind of fun. I won't be that hard on it because, of course, it's tasty.
I mean, you're pretty hard on the can. You're really rubbing that thing.
I needed to know what was underneath the black marker.
Right.
Now I have black magic marker.
It's also here on the back, too. 3 places on the can.
Oh, so much work for whoever. Poor intern. Sitting there marking all the cans.
They're like, where's it going again? Sweden. Fuckers. Like, ...
Exactly.
Heard the can, ...
A long time ago, Sigtuna Brewery, I'm not sure they even exist anymore, they put out an ESB.
Yeah.
But the ESB is registered trademark of Fuller's.
Oh, really?
You're not allowed to name anything ESB, even if you write out the abbreviation to something else than extra special bitter. So someone, and they made a big deal out of this on like social media back in the day. Someone needed to sit there and mark them all, and it's like a multi-hour job because you've just won a deal with Systembolaget.
Yes, it's like walk into the warehouse and here's every pallet of beer you must now choose the local.
We will happily buy all 10,000 liters. However, before we do, someone needs to do the grind.
It's like, I remember the first time I saw an altered label, and it was, I want to say maybe Australian beer or something, but anyway, it was a shark attacking a surfer, and it bit his leg, and there was a sticker over the surfer leg, the surfer leg part. I was like, what is this nonsense? And then there's been a few more examples of that over the years. It doesn't happen very often anymore.
I would have thought they would have blotted out the entire surfer because Systembolaget has a rule. You're not allowed to depict any professions on the can because that would encourage you to work and drink.
Is surfing really a profession?
I would say so.
It's more of a leisure activity.
Are there paid surfers?
True, there are paid surfers, but it's also like a leisure activity or a leisure activity, depending on how to do it.
Then it's a job.
Well,
if there are who are you to say if the cartoon man on the can is a pro or a...
Well, obviously not. He's being eaten by a shark. Pro surfers wouldn't go out with their sharks. I mean, come on, it's crazy talk.
Maybe he's a pro shark biting victim.
That could be true. Anyway, I like this quite a bit. I think this is probably one of the best non-alcoholic beers I've ever had.
Yes.
I mean,
it is fun in the fruit juice category.
I get the fizzy apple, almost tastes like applesauce, apple mousse, kind of. And then there's a hint.
Yep.
There's a little bit of a jamminess in it, and then there's a hint of cinnamon on the end. And the cinnamon is really light. It's not like, it could have been like really overpowering, I think. So... I'm going to give this motherfucking 4.
I'm giving it a 3. I don't know.
You hate joy.
I have no idea what the criteria are. I have no idea what I'm comparing it against.
Other non-alcoholic beers, which are all trash. Like, so many non-alcoholic beers
that is
are
true.
Garbage. And the fact that if I find one that I think I could actually drink this, and then I think, well, what if I added vodka to this? And I thought, this would be even much better. Which means I would drink it even more.
Do you have some vodka?
Gin would all. I do have some vodka.
We can try to...
Do you want to try some vodka?
Yes.
All right, hold on 1 second.
So Stefan is leaving to find vodka. I am fine. So Funky Fluid is from Warsaw, in case you didn't know, because you never listened to the show. We've reviewed Funky Fluid several times.
Yes.
And they always make fun things. Oof.
What?
Is that really vodka?
Yeah, it's just right there.
You
don't think Swedish people can make good vodka?
No, it's just that the brand you brought out, Piraten, is known for its besk or really bitter spiced
This
drink.
is their vodka, which is actually quite tasty. So just tell me when. Wow.
Stop.
Okay.
It doesn't smell like vodka.
Well, of course not.
You've successfully mixed it out. That is a drink.
Yeah, I know, right?
That is a grog.
So for me, a really great non-alcoholic beer, it's really just a form of a mixer.
I would say you poured to make this probably about 5, 6 to 10%.
Yeah.
So
but it was good. It was good before that as well.
Yeah.
It was very drinkable before. So that's why I'm very comfortable with my 4.
I have respect for this drink now. But it's still a 3.
No. I think if you were not a beer drinker and you needed a non-alcoholic beer for the summer, this would be amazing. But you would also probably be like, it doesn't really taste like a beer.
Just buy some apple juice from the store.
And just sprinkle some cinnamon over the top.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Such a hater.
But it probably tastes exactly like Szarlotka.
I'm sure it does. I would happily eat some Szarlotka.
We will either get 1,000 more Polish listeners, or we will lose the Polish listeners we have.
Probably.
It's one or the other. There are no other options to our butchering of Szarlotka, both in pronunciation and flavor review.
Well, we'll wrap it up here then. You can find us online at What's on Tap Podcast, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you find podcasts, you can find What's on Tap. Until next time,
keep drinking it, dum-dums.